Hello, everyone.
Hello, good morning, Jack teacher.
Good morning. Good evening to you.
Hi, good evening. It is evening in Vietnam now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Hey.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, great. We're so excited now.
What started now? Let's see. Good morning, everyone. We'll begin in just a few minutes. Hello,
Hello,
Bowie.
teacher.
Hello.
Hello, teacher.
It would be nice if you turned your cameras on so that I can see you. I can tell if you're there.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning. Good evening. How are you all?
Good morning, Jack. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
glad to be here.
Yeah.
Do you know that in class yesterday, there were 800 students in the Zoom class yesterday?
Wow.
800. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
but yeah. Yeah, so hi, hi. Does it work? So we will work with you
Yeah.
on the same lab?
Yeah, on the same lab.
All right, so I see two students will share the laptop.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
These are not easy times.
Yeah.
Oh. Gotta have my morning coffee.
Yeah. Black coffee without sugar, no cream.
No, just
No,
black.
nothing. Yeah. So I myself have very sweet coffee, yeah, with lots of sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just because I like the flavor, but not the bitterness of the coffee. Right? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, everybody's different. Everybody likes
Yeah.
their coffee a little bit different than the next guy. People put lots of different kinds of things in coffee
Yeah.
and tea. Okay, if you would turn your cameras on, that would be helpful, everybody. And it is 8 o'clock, so I'm going to begin. I just want to say hello to everybody from Atlanta, Georgia, the United States. For me, it is 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm still a little bit sleepy. I know that for you, it's 7 o'clock at night. So good evening. And this is the speaking class where you get a chance to talk as much as you want. And what I would like to do, and let's see. Okay, I'm trying to see everybody. Some of you have your name up, and some of you do not have your name on there. So and some of you, I can see your number and part of your name. But hello, everyone. Good evening. It's
Good
good
morning, teacher.
it's good to see you. And do I call you Yuen? Or do I call you Ni? Or
Oh, please call me Jenny.
Oh, Jenny. Okay. All right. Hi, Jenny.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. All right. Um, today is, for me, this is, yeah, we both have the same day. Okay, it's April 20th. All right. And
So,
this,
like, how's the weather here from here?
the weather is beautiful here.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
I also remember your flower yesterday.
Yeah.
Very beautiful, gorgeous.
Yes, Atlanta is in the springtime is very beautiful. Lots and lots of flowers everywhere. The trees are blooming. The bushes are blooming. We have
Yeah.
narcissus.
Yeah. And that's the reason why I really love and passionate for spring.
Yeah, it's great. And the weather is wonderful. You can sit outside and read and watch the clouds go by. Okay, so did we get some volunteers to speak this morning? Did we get 10 volunteers or did we get a few volunteers to speak?
Oh,
Is there somebody, I would like to invite 5 of you to talk for 2 minutes. Um, about your life goals. I would like for you to talk about what your plans are for your life, what your hopes are, what your dreams are, what you want to become, where you want to go, what you want to do, things like that. And when I taught the at the college here in Atlanta, I would ask my students to talk either for 2 minutes about a topic or talk for 3 minutes about a topic, and then I would have to give them a grade. So they could prepare and they could do a good job or not prepare. But I would like to invite 5 of you to talk for 2 minutes. And what I will do, hold on just a second. What I'll do is I'll get my phone.
set alarm.
I'll set the timer
Time.
for 2 minutes, and then let's see if you can talk for 2 minutes about your life and what your plans are, what you hope to do. Anybody want to volunteer? Jenny, you want to go first?
Well,
Um,
actually, yep.
Yeah,
I want
me,
to
no,
here at a 3 minutes presentation. Sorry.
Oh, you're going to do a 3 minute. Oh, okay.
yeah. So it
Okay.
seems that Tan will
So,
be the first to speak. Are you ready, Tan? Trân Tan?
Yeah.
oh, Tom. Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, when I say go, okay, go.
So, hi, Mr. Jack. My name is Bùi Trân Thành. I'm 20 years old. My major is English language teaching. My biggest goal is to become an excellent teacher in the future for a big high school or university in Da Nang or Ho Chi Minh City. I want to be a teacher not only excellent in academic aspect, but also a teacher that understands students' feeling and emotions. In order to accomplish this goal, I have to give my best shot. I have to study hard every day in the lesson or in the university. And also I have to self-study at home to improve my all-round skill, speaking, listening, reading, and writing. I also plan in non-profit organization or activity in the summer, ETA4 or my teaching skill, and also have the first step of understanding the true, to understand children emotion and feeling, to finally come up with a good, a perfect, like the most suitable teaching method for my future career. So that's all I want to say. That's all. That's all I want to say. Yeah. Qua đây. Come here. Oh,
Okay.
a little bit.
That's 2
early.
minutes.
A little bit early.
Okay. Oh, let me see. Yes.
I expect it.
Yeah,
expect
I
it.
just
2 minutes.
I let it go for 2 minutes just so that you can see what 2 minutes is like.
Mm.
And in some situations, you will be asked to talk for 2 minutes. And what you want to do is you want to fill that time completely, and don't stop until you hear the alarm go off.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I
All
understand.
right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Jack.
the thing is, you did so well, and you know, you did a great job. I don't have anything to help you with because you did such a good job. I would just say make sure that you fill the 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah, thank
also,
you.
you had some technical difficulties. Your video froze, and I couldn't hear you some of that time when your video froze.
Oh,
So you might want to check your internet connection speed.
yeah. Yeah, maybe this coffee shop has no good Wi-Fi connections, I guess.
Oh, it's a coffee shop. Okay.
Yeah, it's a coffee shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably lots of users then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very nice that you're in a coffee shop. I think that's
Yeah.
great. Okay. Are you having coffee?
I already have.
Oh, okay.
I've been here like since 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's very nice. And I see, you know, you're not wearing a mask. So that's great. You're in a coffee shop and there's other people there. Okay. Well, you know, in Atlanta, I don't know if our coffee shops are even open. I think maybe they are, but everybody is still socially distancing, staying 6 feet away and things like that. So things must be good there in Vietnam.
So like
The
Jack
COVID
and
condition is very good.
Mhm.
It's like under control. Everything is under control.
That's
especially
good.
in Hue. Yeah, especially in Hue.
Except for the internet. Okay.
Except for the internet.
Uh, yeah, there's, you know, lots of my students, you know, here in Atlanta have problems with the internet too. Um, it's a challenging time, and since since the pandemic began, everybody is on the internet all day, every day. All the students are on the internet, you know, and even most people are working from home. Um, in the major corporations, they might go into the office. What they're doing is, like, one friend of mine he's an engineer and he works in an office in downtown Atlanta. He began working from home, and for most of last year he worked from home every day. Then they began going into the office 2 days a week for 2 weeks. So, like, say for the month of April, he might work in the office 4 days out of the whole month. So it's people are being very, very careful here, and we're still having lots of problems with the pandemic. Everybody's wearing a mask everywhere they go, except outside. Um, but even outside, a lot of people are wearing a mask. So you're very lucky. I'm happy for you, and good job. You did a wonderful job there.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Anybody have
Please
any?
come.
Okay, your buddy's going to go there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Come. He's pretty shy.
What does that say behind you? Staff only. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the room for only staff.
Oh, okay.
Wait, come. But he's pretty shy, so.
Okay.
Hi, teachers.
Hi. What's your name?
My name is Hue. Bảo Huy. You can call me Heron.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you say Hui?
We, H-U-I,
Hui.
H-U-Y.
A-U-Y.
Okay. Well, hello, Hui.
Yeah.
Are you going to talk for 2 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Well, get ready and go.
Yes. Hi, guys. Today I will explain my plan to
Yeah, you can start again.
say yes. To save to $5,000 when I'm 25 years old. So I I guess I can earn a lot of money from many special occasions because my mothers or my neighborhoods can uh, keep going. Um, yeah. Keep going.
Come on, guys, you can do it.
Okay. It is one part of my figures, so I decide to have a part-time job when at college until graduate, and I'm trying to graduate earlier and look for suitable jobs can suitable job with my majors, and it's about and it also makes a lot of money. So I think the rest of that time just about no more than 2 years. So so I will do my best. So sorry.
Okay. Well, that's 2 minutes.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's it's a good thing to have the opportunity to practice, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
It's not easy to talk for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And fill the 2 minutes with talk. It's a hard thing to do, so you really have to practice. And you guys, it's okay if you look down at your notes like Hui did, but please don't read. Okay,
Yes.
I want it to come from here. So when you're going to talk to me for 2 minutes, try not to read. And you didn't read, so good job. And that's good practice. What you want to do if you have to take a test, a speaking test, you want to be fluent. You want your English to go like the river. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a river in Hue?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you want your English to flow like the river. And it takes a lot of practice. So if you're getting ready for a speaking exam, you want to practice, practice, practice. Okay, well, good. You did a good job.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, and now you can relax, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody. Um, does anybody want to say anything? Any comments or questions? All right. Well, by the way, Hui, you talked about working at a part-time job,
Yeah.
and
I
that's what I did when I was a young student, and I always had to work, and it was difficult because if you have to work for 8 hours and then you have to go to school and then you have to study, and I didn't sleep very much when I was a student. I had to work hard, and and I always had to worry about, do I have enough money? Are my grades good? So it's kind of a stressful life, but I think that it made me stronger, and I was proud that I was able to put myself through school, and so you can be proud of that too. Okay.
yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
excuse me, Jack.
Yes.
Yeah, in case of Huy, when he gets stuck, he couldn't find out any ideas to tell everybody. So in such situation, can you suggest some strategy or some expression he can use to fill the time? So kind of the filters, so that
Sure.
he couldn't stop and hesitate for quite a long time. Yeah. So what should he do?
Okay. Well, first of all, everyone, it would help me if you turn your cameras on. If I can see you, I feel like I'm in class. If I can't see you, I'm just looking at names and numbers. um, well, the main thing to do is to prepare and to practice. And you don't want to use those filler words. You don't want to say, uh, you don't want to say things like that. So what you want to do is you want to, if you get ready for a speaking test, um, you want to start by writing down everything that you want to say. Get your teachers to look at it and tell you if it's correct. And then when you get everything correct, you want to begin practicing. And um, I will tell you a joke, um, and you can tell this joke in English to other people and see if they understand it. Okay, but there was a man went to New York City, and there is a very famous music hall in New York City, and it's called Carnegie Hall. It's where all of the best musicians in the world go to play, and for big audiences. So it's a very famous place, and it's famous for its music and musicians. So this man went to New York City and he wanted to go to Carnegie Hall. And so he was walking on the street in New York City and he couldn't find Carnegie Hall. So a taxi pulled up and a man got out of the taxi and was carrying a violin. And the man asked him, "How do you get to Carnegie Hall?" And the man with the violin said, "Practice, practice, practice." And the joke is that he thought, how do you get to play at Carnegie Hall? And so the violinist said, practice, 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 you know. And so it's a funny joke, and it's a joke that a lot of people know, because that's what it takes to be good at something. Practice, practice, practice. So that would be my advice, because I can't really advise you what to say, but I can tell you that as a somebody who has I've been a teacher my whole life, one way or another. So I've had to evaluate people's work many, many times. And when I listen to someone in a speaking test, I want them to talk fluently, just like the river. I want them to say meaningful words. And, the main thing is to, if you're going to, speak about something that's important to you, something that you really believe, and something that you really want to talk about, because it's easier to remember the things that you are enthusiastic about. Okay, so you know we say in English sometimes, talk from the heart. Okay, have your true thoughts, and then that way it's easier to remember what you want to say. um, Now, I can answer your questions if you have questions about how to say something. But if I were going to talk about my career, and if I were 25 years old, or however old you guys are, I would talk about my education milestones. You could say, I hope to get my undergraduate degree and then start working, and then tell what kind of job you might want to have. It's hard to get your first job because people want you to have experience when you apply for a job. But if you don't have experience, you can't get the job. And if you can't get the job, you can't get the experience. So one thing that a lot of people do is to volunteer. Everybody understand volunteer? You work for free. You don't get any money.
Yes. Hello, teachers.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. So my name is Fa. You can call me Salim. Yes. So
Okay.
today, so today I have a presentation about my goals in life.
Oh, good.
Yes. So let's start.
Okay.
I always chase happiness. For me, happiness is getting a well-better job and having one family. So now to achieve this aim, I'm studying hard, especially English. There are many reasons for my choice. First, many people believe that English is the most important language in the world. So if I go test for skills as English, I can communicate with other people who come from another countries, so I can learn about their cultures and travel all around the world. So my knowledge can be improved. Yes. The second, there is the quote. First, the feather flock together. So if I am a educated person, I can marry with a handsome boy. He's also rich and he also successful. So in the future, we build a cozy house and we bring up 2 or 3 children so we can enjoy our life. Yes, and we can stay longer. Yes, so that's all.
Okay. Well, so you talked for almost 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
that was good. That was very good. Okay. And that's a great set of goals. And I think, okay, so so marry a handsome rich boy and have a family. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All
I
right.
like that idea too.
Okay. I have a story for you.
Yes.
Okay. There was a couple. So when I say a couple, it was a man and his wife,
Yes.
and they got married and they wanted to have children.
Yes.
And so they were trying very hard to have children, but they couldn't have any children. And so they worried about it, and they thought, well, we want children, but we're not having any children. So it was stressful for them. They weren't getting what they wanted. They couldn't have children. So they decided to adopt a child.
Yes.
Okay, so they went to the adoption agency, the organization that arranges the adoptions, and they told the agency, well, we want to adopt twins. Everybody understand twins?
Yes. She's the same.
Okay. So the agency said, well, that's very difficult because we almost never get twins. But the couple said, well, that's what we want. We want twins. And so the agency said, okay, we'll call you, if we get twins, but we're not very hopeful that we're going to get twins. So the couple waited and they waited and they waited. And one day the agency called them and said, look, we're not getting any twins. We don't expect to get any twins, but we do have one baby that we think would be perfect for you. Would you like to come look at this baby? And so they said, yes, we will come and look at the one baby. And of course, when they saw the baby, they fell in love with the baby and decided that they would take the baby and have that baby as their child. Okay, so they went home with the new baby. That was a Friday afternoon. On Monday, the agency called them and said, well, you won't believe this, but over the weekend, we got a pair of twins. And the family said, oh, and the agency said, would you like to come look at these twins? And you can do anything you want. You can have any option you want with, um, so the couple went down to the adoption agency and they saw the twins and they fell in love with the twin babies. And they said, well, we would like to keep the first single baby and adopt the twins. And the agency said, well, that means you will have 3 children. And they said, yes, but we are in love with all of these babies now. We want to take them all home. So the agency said, okay, you can, have all 3 babies and, be happy parents. And so the couple went home with 3 babies. Okay. And they were very happy. They were very, very happy that now they had a family with 3 babies. And then the next month, uh, the lady got pregnant with twins.
Mhm.
So they ended up with 5 babies. Okay. And I think that that's a true story because my children's pediatrician told me that story.
Yeah.
So I think it's a true story. They adopted 1 baby, and then they adopted twins, so then they had 3, and then she got pregnant with twins.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a saying in English, be careful what you wish for. Have you ever heard that? Be careful what you wish for. You might get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, you did a great job. I understood everything that you said, and you obviously practiced. And so did everybody understand what she said? Any comments or questions? And she talked for 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes. So that's good. Okay, any comments or questions? Anybody else want to talk for 2 minutes?
Me? Hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can call me Sue.
Sue. Okay.
Okay. To set a goal, I will consider what I want to achieve and then attempt to commit to it. So in the long term, I want to be an English teacher, an excellent English teacher like Tan. And in the short term, I want to have 8 IELTS when I graduate from university. And I part time for an English language center, and I am also a long-term volunteer for a non-profit, non-government organization. In that organization, I teach secondary school children in Hue province, Vietnam, about productive health, about English, and how to protect the environment. And first, to achieve that plan, I'm going to draw a big picture of what I want, and then identify the main ones and break these down into smaller targets. And I will create a daily to-do list of things that I should do, and then 6-month plan, 1-year plan, etc. And I always remember that these lists have to be realistic. What else? Apart from that, and I review my plan and also motivate myself. I also try to practice my English all of those skills, reading, writing, listening. And I also make friends from all over the world. I know that in the COVID situation, it's hard to make friends, to meet them face to face. So I use the social networking sites to speak to them. We share a lot about everything. And I also try to improve my educational outcomes as well. Is that 2 minutes?
That's 2 minutes. Very good. Very good. Well, I hope that you, well, I feel sure that you will achieve all those goals with all those to-do lists and hard work and things like that. So, yeah, it's, so that gives us a good opportunity to talk about some things and think about some things. So let me give you an example. When I was young, I was in my 20s, and I wanted to study biology. I wanted to go to the university and study biology. And everybody told me, like my high school told me that I was not good at foreign language and that I shouldn't study foreign language, that they wouldn't let me study foreign language. And then I needed to go to the university, but I didn't have enough money and my parents didn't have enough money. And so I went into the American military. I was on a ship in the Navy, and and the ship stayed in the United States. It never went anywhere. But after the military, I could get some money to go to the university. So I thought, oh, I will study. Oh, and the military told me that I was not good at foreign language and they would not let me study foreign language. Okay. So then I got out of the Navy and I went to the university and I said, well, I'm going to study biology. So I started studying um, physics and chemistry and biology, and it was hard. It was very hard. And I worked very hard, but I didn't do very well. Um, but at the university, you have to study a foreign language to get a bachelor's degree. So I started studying German because my best friend was studying German. So I thought, if I need help, my friend can help me. So then I got an opportunity to go to Germany to improve my German. So I went to Germany. I lived with a German family. It was the university program, so a big group of students went from Atlanta to Germany to study. So when I got there, I found out that I was really good at foreign language and that I was really good at German. And so when I came back home, I thought, well, I'm studying biology. I'm not doing very well. Um, so I decided to study German instead of biology. And so I changed my major and I got a degree in German and I was very happy. Okay. And I'm just like a lot of you. I thought, well, I can teach German. Well, I graduated, I got my degree. I started looking for jobs to teach German. Well, there weren't any jobs to teach German. So I had to find something else to do until I could find a job teaching German. So my question to all of you is, what if you have some changes or delays in your plans? Like how will you find enough money to to continue to study and get your degree at the university. And then when you get out of the university, what if you don't get the job that you want immediately? What if it takes you a year? How will you make money for that year? Okay, so do you have, in English we say, do you have plan B? Okay, plan A is get a degree, get a job in my profession. If plan A doesn't work, do you have a plan B? Okay, so my plan B was to just find any job that I could find and make a little money, you know. So think about alternatives. Okay, think about what you can do. What is your plan B? Okay. All right. Does anybody else want to talk for 2 minutes? Thank you.
Oh, hi. So I want to share with you something.
Good. Okay.
Right. So hi, teachers. I'm Joe. Right. So when I think about my life goal, I think that I will pursue my ideal jobs that I want to become a journalist. Yeah. So I think journalist is a really interesting and competitive job that we have a varieties of options available for your study. And I think that it's required to manage factors and qualities to become a good journalist. So to begin with, I think that I have to enhance my knowledge to pursue the journalism and as far as I know, to become a journalism, you have to report the breaking news, and sometimes you do some researches that I mean that to do that task, to complete that task in times or have a good result, enhancing knowledge is a necessity idea and necessity skill. And another thing is that developing my social knowledge and developing my soft skill, having a good connection with with other colleges will create a happy environment, work environment, and they can also give you many useful advice to fulfill your daily tasks. And the more important thing to become a journalist is have a good soft skill like communication skill when you interview other people, and sometimes the problem solving skill. I mean, not all people can completely understand you and um, and have you to complete your task. So it's important to solve that situation. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was great. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Right,
Wow.
thank you.
Yeah, a journalist. Very interesting. There are lots of different kinds of journalists too. Do you want to be a reporter and be on TV, or do you want to be a writer and write, or do you want to do both?
I want to be a reporter and appear in the TV on the
Oh,
TV.
okay. Okay. So that is a very interesting profession, and I can tell you that that world of video is a very interesting world. Um, you know, I told you I've been a teacher my whole life, but part of my life, I was an instructional designer. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, you guys. If you've never heard of it, I want to introduce you to it. Oh, I'm going to put it in chat. An instructional designer is a teacher who works in a company, not in a school, but in a company. Like, for example, I was an instructional designer for Coca-Cola. And I don't know if you know this, but the headquarters, the world international headquarters for Coca-Cola is here in Atlanta, Georgia. So I worked at the world headquarters for Coca-Cola as an instructional designer. And what I did was I made training. So we didn't call it teaching, we called it training. And I used video to help make the training. So I worked for about 15 years as an instructional designer. And some of you might want to think about that as a profession that you might want to enter. If you like teaching, and if you like technology, there's a lot of good work out there for people. If you want to just Google instructional designer and see what instructional designers do. Also, I have another profession that I have used. I'm also a technical writer. And some of you might want to think about being a technical writer. This is if you enjoy writing about technology, you can think about that. But Chao, you have a very interesting you have a lot of interesting options, and being on television is there's a lot of stress involved because you have to be ready, you have to you have to do just like you just did, talk for at least 2 minutes. And then there is also the thing to think about in the world of video is the camera operator will record you, and everything is digital now, so they will take that recording back to the studio, and then they will edit the video. And in the editing studio, they will take like this piece of the videotape of you, and then they'll show the car that had an accident or whatever it is that's happening, and then they'll cut back to you, and then they might have to put some words on the screen and things like that. So it's a very interesting world. And another profession that you might think about, something that I know you're all going to think I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. I've just had a lot of different jobs. But as an instructional designer, I also had this job as a multimedia producer. And so if you're going to go into the world of video, you might also consider the profession of being a multimedia producer. And that just means you are the person who decides what you record and what you do with the recorded information. So there's lots and lots of work for multimedia producers. And then if you really like technology, and if you like working alone, you could be, you could be a video editor. So there's lots of options in the world of video. So anyway, thank you. That was a wonderful presentation, and I wish you all the luck And I hope that someday I will see you on the news.
All right, I hope that. Thank you.
Okay, your English was very good.
All right.
Okay, so she used some words that are not always easy to say. Okay, and she did a good job. Um, competitive. It means that you know, you have to kind of fight for what you want. A competitive job, like a lot of people want to become journalists, so it's a competitive profession. She used this word, okay, necessity, necessity, okay, and then there is this word, okay, the word skill. We almost always talk about skills in the plural. So usually you don't want to say, I want to develop a skill. Usually you talk about a set of skills, okay? A set of skills. I want to develop a set of skills and become a reporter. Okay, anyway, she did a great job. Any comments or questions about that? Okay, does somebody else want to do a 2-minute presentation? Does anybody have any comments or questions so far? You can just unmute and speak.
Yeah, okay. It seems that we have already 5 participants to volunteer to talk for 2 minutes. Jack?
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we do this? Why don't we take a short break and then come back and let the people who want to talk for 3 minutes do that. Talk for 3 minutes. Do we have 5 people who want to do that?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Great, great. It is 5 minutes before 8 o'clock your time.
Yeah.
So why don't we take 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 at the most minutes as a break. And when we come back, we will do the 3-minute talks. Okay? Take a break for just a few minutes and then we'll come back. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes.
Yeah, see you.
Okay, everyone, let's get back together, please. So during the break, I picked a flower for you. Let's see if I can, let me see if I can get it closer.
Like your house only full of colorful flowers.
Yes, it is. This time of year.
Nice.
What name is it?
This is called a Dutch iris.
Iris. Oh,
Iris. Dutch
didn't
iris.
Dutch iris.
I don't know if you can see inside.
Well, I can see the like the inside, but it's quite difficult. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can ask you a question. Like,
Mhm.
Do you like in your country have any specialty flower? Like in Vietnam, we talk about lotus. So what about your country?
Well, especially in my city of Atlanta, there is a flower that is very special to us. And let me see if I can share a picture of it with you. I'll find it on Google. It's called a magnolia.
Oh, magnolia.
Magnolia.
Let me think.
So there are different kinds of magnolia. This one is special to the southern United States. Let me go to Google. Now, let me go to images. Okay. All right. Now I can share with you. Okay. So there are lots of kinds of magnolia, but the one that blooms here is the southern magnolia.
Southern magnolia. Okay.
And it's very big. It's about this big.
Ooh.
And
okay.
And it's very fragrant, so you can smell it. And when I go to when I go away from home, like when I go to Europe, and I used to spend a lot of time in Germany because I was a German teacher. And does everybody know this word, homesick? Homesick?
Me too. Oh.
Means when you want to be home, but you're not at home. You want to, you think about home and you become homesick. Okay. And when I am homesick, I think about smelling a magnolia blossom, and that reminds me of home, and it's what I think about. So thank you for asking. And we
Thank you for your sharing.
Yeah, we do. Some people bring things from other countries to the United States. And I have a neighbor who has a Japanese magnolia. And it looks like, let me see if I can find. It looks more like this. Okay. But people bring plants from other countries to the United States. And so some people in Atlanta have a Japanese magnolia. So it's in the same family of plants. But the one that you were asking about, the one that reminds me of home, is the the southern magnolia in the southern United States.
Wow, it's
Okay.
simple but very beautiful.
It is. The petals of the flower are very big, and they're very soft, and they are pure white, and
Yeah, pure white.
it's fragrant. So let me see if I can find you a picture of a magnolia tree, a southern magnolia tree, because let me see now. Let me go back. Okay, am I still sharing?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm trying to find a good picture of one. Um, None of the trees in these pictures are big enough because I wanted to show you a big magnolia. Okay, here we go. Here's a big magnolia tree. They get very, very big.
Oh.
And when I was a little boy, I used to live in the magnolia tree. I would climb the tree, and it's an easy tree to climb. It has many branches, and all the branches are smooth. So it's an easy tree to climb. So I spent a lot of time in
Okay.
magnolia tree in our yard.
Yeah, good way to bring back to your childhood.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a great childhood.
Oh, you make me homesick. Oh,
When I wasn't in a tree, I was on my bicycle. It was one of the, or playing baseball, one of those. Okay. So who's ready to, oh, okay. Thank you for putting that in chat. Okay. Okay, so who would like to talk for 3 minutes? Let's see, you're going to talk for 3 minutes about something that is very important to you. And it could be anything as long as it's important to you. And then if you want to give us some advice along the way, that would be fine too. Now I'm going to change from 2 minutes to 3 minutes.
okay, so let's set timer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so now I'm going to put to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit harder.
Yeah, speak
Okay.
constantly for 3 minutes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's not easy. You have to
But
be
maybe
prepared.
gonna be the go first.
Who's going to go first?
Maybe me.
Okay. Okay, Jenny.
Okay, it's me, Jenny again.
All right, ready?
And
go.
so 3, 2, 1, like I started. Hello, teacher, and hello, everyone. My name is Nhi, and today I'm going to talk about how to stay healthy and keep fit. That's quite a very important topic that not me, but also everyone should take it in consideration, right? And so first, is exercise daily, like at least 30 minutes a day would be perfect. And maybe there are many ways for you to exercise every day, like go on to work or go to work on foot or go on to work instead of using lift. And then nowadays, especially nowadays, we lead the sedentary lifestyle. So it's much more important. And don't forget to stay hydrated, stretch, and eat food with decent amount of protein after each workout, because protein helps to build your muscle. And second is eat the right food and also portion the right meal. And like fruit and vegetable, it's good, be perfect to get in the good shape. And also, do you remember like the quote, like an apple a day keep the doctors away, right? Mm-hmm. And the green vegetable like beans and broccoli help your digestive system clean and running smoothly. And also sometimes it could be seafood like fish and shrimp. It's a great alternative. Okay, and not only so, the reason why it's good for your health but also good for the environment is absolutely reduce your carbon footprint. And third is be sure to get a good sleep. It's very important actually, like 6 to 8 hours a day. It could be perfect to recharge the battery after the hard working day. Fourth is the hand washing. Why I say it's very important? Hand washing after, especially in our daily life, is because of the coronavirus outbreak. So in Vietnam, hand washing is very important. Even we have a music like hand washing song, it go viral not only international but also in the international music chart. And finally, it stay motivated. It set goal and keep positive mindset and push yourself to the limit every day and step out of your comfort zone. And I believe that one day you can be the best of your version. And that also brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening. Is that on? Oh my God, this is it. Oh my God. I have something to say. Oops. Oh, so long. How many seconds actually? Oops, but hand washing, I would say it's very important because 80% of all infection are spread by hands. So it's more important. Is that it? Is that right out of time? Okay.
Okay, so 3 minutes is a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I have a suggestion for you, Nee. Since you ran out of time, you could have sung the hand washing song for us.
Hand washing. Oh, I would say I don't have a knack for singing. I would say I think I have to admit I don't have a knack for singing.
Okay. Well, can you sing the hand washing song for me so I can hear it?
The only in Vietnamese version.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
It's very, very hard for me.
You can do the action as well.
Ah, yeah, right.
Okay, so I'm very proud to introduce to you like it's the music. It's very funny actually, and also very necessary. Like show you how to wash your hand properly. Like it's not only in your palm, but also in the outer, in the back of your hand, in the fingertip, where the germ can hide and yeah, hide it in here. So get a little soap, and then you listen to the music and wash your hand properly.
Okay. In the United States, what they tell you is to sing happy birthday 2 times.
Oh yes, happy birthday 2 times.
Yeah.
30 seconds, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jenny. Happy birthday to you. And then do that again. Okay.
Okay.
You know what's, I can tell you a funny story about happy birthday. When I was, I studied German and I went to Germany, and so I learned everything in German. And so I got
Do you know
somebody.
German?
Yes, I taught German for many years.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
study German too.
Oh, kannst du Deutsch?
Ja, hallo.
Ganz gut. Okay.
Ja, ich finde gut. Und du?
Mir geht's gut. Mir geht's gut. Yeah. Okay. So when I wanted to learn how to sing happy birthday in German, so I looked it up somewhere, and so in German, instead of saying happy birthday to you, it's zum Geburtstag viel Glück. Okay, so I learned it, and then when I got to Germany, and I went to someone's birthday party and I started singing Zum Geburtstag viel Glück, and they said, Jack, what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm singing happy birthday in German. And they said, well, we don't do that. I said, well, what do you do? And they said, happy birthday to you.
Oh my God. So fun.
I was so proud, that I had learned it in German, but they all sing it in English. So I thought, crazy. All right. Anyway, Nee, that was fantastic. That was great. Just remember that if you don't hear the alarm go off and it's not 3 minutes, you might have plan B. Okay. What am I going to say if I don't have enough time? Because the thing is, I guess you were a little bit nervous and you
Yeah.
talked really fast.
Yeah.
So that was good. Your English was flowing like the river. Okay. So that was great. It was very fluent. I have to commend you. And by the way, when we talk about vegetables, we almost always use it in the plural and just say, eat your vegetables. And, just like when I was talking about skills, we almost
Skills.
always talk about vegetables in the plural. Wonderful. And that was all very good advice, too. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was wonderful. And that is obviously very important to you. So I'm glad to hear it. Anybody have any comments or questions? Okay. Well, who would like to go next?
Me.
Okay. Tree?
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Tree. I'm 18 years old, and the topic I'm bringing today is the issue of young people. The issue of young people. Yes. I think the issue of young people are very interesting. And Mr. Chat, can you when you started, can you say 3, 2, 1, started?
I already
Let me
started.
know. Oh,
I started when you started.
okay. Okay.
You want to start
Okay.
again? You want to?
Okay, thank you. Because I just like we are
Okay, ready?
we are,
3,
okay.
2, 1, go.
Okay, today I talk about the hot issues of young people. As you know, the more social development, the more new social problems arise and require scientific understanding. Young people are social groups strongly affected by social changes. Therefore, in young people, there's always many new problems that we need to be dissected, study to Orion, adjust, or propose a scientific explanation suitable to the development of society. And hot issues are, first of all, young people today have very little interest in reading. They have hundreds or even thousands of reasons to justify this lazy reading. They, such as reading much thinking, reading have need time, and a lot of homeworks, or even they just don't like to read. These things significantly affect the background of knowledge as well as the development of um, human personality. Secondly, they like to run after virtual values. The development of technology, especially the internet, has had the impact of changing the way of thinking, even behavior of young people. Some words are also overused or misleading, such as the word autistic, staying at home without going out, autism, less out, autism, or even no lover, autism, and so on. Besides, the avoidance of gender and reproductive health issue of education has put students to the set consequences. Finally, is an emotionless disease. Emotional disease is of young people in societies is a challenge for educators, parents, or even as well as responsible people. It's a huge threat to society, right? So these are problems that Vietnamese youth have been or and will still have to face. Okay, so what do you think hot issues of young people today? Tell me and we can discuss together. Actually, still have many reasons of the hard issue of young people, such as um, thank you for listening. Thank you.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. You talked for 3 solid minutes. So that was very good. You were very well prepared. Excuse me. I had sometimes I had a little bit of trouble understanding what you were saying because of pronunciation. So just be very careful and um, make sure that you enunciate. Okay. So another enunciate just means to like talk carefully and pronounce carefully.
Uh-huh.
So just remember that um, speaking speaking with an accent is no problem. I don't have a problem with it. Nobody should have a problem with an accent unless it means I can't understand you. And there were just a few words that I didn't understand. And then when you were talking about autistic, right? And
Yes,
autism,
autistic.
I wasn't sure if you were saying, let me put it in chat. I wasn't sure if you were saying artistic.
Oh,
But you were saying autistic. Those two words,
autistic.
yeah,
This means the autism, like
yeah.
Autism,
someone.
he
And then when
means.
you said autism, I understood completely. So just like when you use the word autistic, I wasn't. I mean, like I can't remember why you started talking about what was that one of the words you said was overused.
Yeah, like
You were
some
saying,
words are overused, like
yeah.
overused from their original meaning. You
Mhm.
know, such as the words autistic, like they use like they use in every like a situation, such as like stay at home without going out. It means autism. That's out, autism, and even no lover, autism.
Mhm.
Like they set the that's word to the people who they don't the people who don't do anything,
Mhm.
but they they
I
like
would
some.
I would just my advice would be when you are introducing a new word that you haven't used before that might be confused with another word, just pronounce it very carefully,
Uh-huh.
okay, and slowly. If you're like because that even though I agree with you, that word is overused, but it is not used in everyday speech. So if you
Okay.
want to talk about a particular vocabulary word, just when you say it the first time, articulate it very carefully. Autistic. Autistic. Okay.
Autistic.
Yeah. And then you might, you did say autism after it. And maybe you could just get to the word autism a little faster so that you say, I think the word autistic is overused, and I'm talking about autistic as a result of autism, and just, help your listener follow you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was very well done. Thank you, Tree.
Thank you, Mr. Jack.
Okay. Anybody else have any comments or questions? All right. Well, he filled the 3 minutes very well. Okay. Good. Who's next? Who wants to speak next for 3 minutes?
Me. Excuse me, can you hear me?
Duhan? Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
My name is
Are you
Diana.
ready? Are you ready to start? Are you ready to start?
Yeah,
Okay, ready?
yeah.
Go.
I'm ready.
Go.
Yeah. Hi, teacher. My name is Diana. Now I will talk about my hometown. I have from country province. It is located in the
I
north
got to
central
stop you
coast
because
region of.
I can't hear you. I can tell that you're talking, but I think your microphone has problems. It sounds like you're talking through your hand like that.
It might be my internet has problem.
It could be, but it sounds muffled. Do you know that word, muffled? It sounds like you're talking like this.
Yeah.
Is okay now?
That's better.
Yeah. Hi, teacher. My name is Johan. Now I will talk about my hometown. I come from Quảng province, which is located in the central coast region of
Oh,
Vietnam.
that's much better. Okay. Yeah, hold it close to your mouth. Hold it close to your mouth.
My hometown is
Hold your microphone close to your mouth.
Dư cái tai nghe gần cái mỏ lại.
Hold it.
Yeah. Is okay?
Hold it close. Okay, try it.
Yeah.
Try it now.
Ready?
Now I will talk about my hometown.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, let's start over. Let's start over. Okay.
Yeah. My name is Johan. Now I will talk about my hometown. I hail from Quảng Trị province, which is located in the north central coast region of Vietnam. My hometown includes one provincial city, one district level town, and 8 districts. There are some famous places in Quảng Trị you should go once in your life, such as Quảng Trị Citadel, Helium Bridge, Vinmok Tunnel, especially Quảng Trị Citadel, where take place event 81 days and nights. This is one of the most fierce battles in the spring-summer campaign 1972 at there. And some specialty dish you should taste are bánh nướng Phương Lan, bánh in, bánh lóc, more and more food others. People at there is very friendly, kind, polite. They always help other people if they can. And I'm proud of my hometown culture and people in there. On the road far from home, I always think about my hometown. I always want to go back I hope that in the future it will be developed better. Georgia is a good place to live. I hope you should travel there once. That's all. Thanks for listening.
Nói tiếp đi. Cứ hết thời gian.
Okay. Well, I feel bad because I really couldn't understand you very well at all. It's not your fault. It's your microphone. I advise you to get a different microphone because it sounds like you're talking like this. I can understand maybe one or two words out of every 10 words that you say. So I would say get a new microphone.
Yeah.
Because I could, I understood some of your words. You were talking about your hometown. You're proud of your hometown. I heard something about 1972 and I thought, oh, good grief, 1972. I don't want to think about it. But I could tell what you were talking about, but I could not understand you. I couldn't understand even one sentence. Um, I could understand a few words, and it's not your fault. I could tell that you were talking. You talked for about a minute and a half. So if you want to talk for 3 minutes, make sure that you practice and time yourself so that you can fill the 3 minutes. But number one, get a new microphone. um, because I would hate for you to, have that situation with one of your teachers or somebody who's going to grade you. So thank you for trying, and I'm sure that it was good, but I just couldn't hear you. uh, um, like, does anybody have any advice about microphones in Vietnam? What kind of microphone to get? Because I can understand most everybody very well, but I couldn't understand her. Anybody have any advice about microphones? A
What's
lot.
your microphone? What's your microphone? What's the name of your microphone?
Are you talking to her?
Mm, yeah.
Okay.
No. It's your microphone. Can you produce your microphone?
Are you talking to me now?
Yeah.
I'm using a Logitech microphone. Logitech. I'll put it in chat.
Oh, Logitech.
Yeah, it's a USB microphone.
Yeah. Now I don't have microphone, but I will take the advanced.
I can understand you just fine, Tree. I just couldn't understand her, and I felt bad because it wasn't her fault. Okay. Anyway, by the way, if you see me looking over here like this, it's because I'm using two monitors. I'm using my laptop, and I'm also using another monitor so that I can manage the class. So if you see me looking like this, it's because I'm looking at my second monitor.
Okay.
Okay.
I get it.
All right.
Okay, that makes sense.
See, when you talk, a big picture of you comes up on Zoom and it goes to my second monitor. So when I was trying to understand her, I was looking at the big picture of her so that I could see her mouth and try to see what she was saying, but it was very difficult for me. Let me ask everybody, did you have a hard time understanding her too, or was it just me?
Well, not only you, me too.
Only me? Okay.
No, not only you.
Oh, not only me. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we need to get her some help. Anybody have any questions or comments? Okay. I guess the thing to say there is if you're going to take a speaking test online, make sure that you check your equipment and you check your internet connection and things like that. And you know, maybe test it with a friend or a teacher or something, and make sure that everything is working well. There's so many things that can go wrong. And when we were talking about you know, video, and she was talking about being a reporter on TV and things like that. When I worked with video, we would say there's 1,000 things to go wrong in video. Okay, like somebody will walk behind you, and that'll be distracting. An airplane will fly overhead and make a lot of noise, or a bus will go by or something. So there's 1,000 things to go wrong with technology, right? Especially with video. Okay, would somebody else like to go talk for 3 minutes? It's not easy, is it, Tree, to talk for 3 minutes?
Yes, it's quite hard for me.
You did it though. Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to talk for 3 minutes? Anybody? Anybody want to just try it and practice?
I'm sorry, but Viet, are you here?
Viet, do you want to talk?
Yeah, hi Jack.
Are you ready?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Hi Jack, I'm Viet. My major
Okay.
is English language. Yeah, I would like to tell you about professor gamer in Vietnam. Can you hear?
Mm-hmm.
In Vietnam, gamers are still not yet recognized by people. Many parents think gamers are not a job, and play game will be make the decision become naughty. However, a lot of people in Vietnam can make money from play game. They have part preconception to become gamer. It's very hard, but they have done it by attempt of them. I will have example for you about people success when become gamer. His name in game is Style of Me. He playing in China, and he gamer of Legend of Language. Uh, the price he can make per year is about 3 million USD. So I only want everyone can recognize gamer and also play game. He relax, uh, entertainment after studying. That all. Hello.
Oh, now he's frozen.
Thank you for listening.
Viet, your video is frozen. Viet, can you say something? Oh boy, we got lots of technical problems today.
Yeah.
Viet, did we lose you?
I think that he just kicked out that selection.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, we lost him. I'm not sure how.
Oh, I still see him in here, but I like the
I don't
mute of
see
him.
you, Tree. Your camera is off, Tree.
I'm sorry.
There you go. Okay.
I see like Viet the microphone of Viet is in mute.
Oh, okay.
In mute.
Yeah, he is muted. I will ask him to unmute. Okay, I asked him to unmute, but I think we lost him. He's on mute and his camera is off.
So maybe he's trying to fix the problem.
Maybe
Yeah,
so.
I think he got some
Yeah.
technical problems. Yeah.
Okay,
But
so
maybe
we had problems with the microphone with him too. The problem was that he had his hands and his fingers on the microphone, and that was making too much noise. And also he had the microphone too close to his mouth so that I'm hearing his breathing and things like that. So we have to work out the bugs. Yeah, we have to work out the bugs. We got to get our microphones working right. And maybe you guys could help the other students who are going to be in speaking class and tell them to make sure that their microphones are working and that people can understand, and not to put your hands on the microphone, and don't put it too close to your mouth. Things like that. Yeah. This would not be a problem if we were in the classroom. So this is a Zoom issue, a technological issue. Does anybody want to say anything? Do you want to practice? Do you want to talk? Do you want to give comments or ask questions? This is your time where I am happy to help you. Anybody want to say anything? Ah, Viet, you're back. We lost you. Can you unmute, Viet? Viet, can you unmute? Oh, he's frozen again.
Uh-huh.
That's an internet problem.
Sorry, my internet.
Yeah, we can tell it's your internet, Viet. It's not working.
Not working.
Yeah. My internet have problem.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're not the only one. There are lots of people having internet problems these days. So don't feel bad. You might want to talk to your internet provider, though. Call them on the phone, and if you don't have a good connection, try to troubleshoot it and find out where the problem is. Um, does everybody know that English word? I'll put it in chat. Troubleshoot. Troubleshoot is what you do when you need to find where the problem is. So if your internet is not working, excuse me, you need to troubleshoot and find the problem and fix it if you can. Okay, well, this is your time. I'm happy to work with you however you would like to work. If you want to talk or talk some more, we still have 10 minutes of class. Who would like to say something or ask a question?
Can you give some advice for me, Mr. Jack, about my pronunciation?
Yes. Pronunciation is it's an issue that, like I said, having an accent is not a problem. It should not be a problem for your teachers, unless I can't understand you, and that's called. Let me see. It's called intelligibility. Intelligibility is when if your words are intelligible, that's good. That means I can understand you. But if your pronunciation is not so good, that means that I might not understand you. So I would just say, Tree, be careful to enunciate. In other words, say your words very carefully especially during a test. So maybe slow down a little bit and enunciate carefully. Um, um, I was it yesterday? Yesterday I gave you, yeah. Um, Yesterday I gave you that list of how to pronounce English consonants and vowels, and there were lots of examples of those in words, and it's underlined in the word where that sound is. So you might take that list and practice saying those sounds.
Yeah, I have had download it.
Okay. Yeah. I have to say that when I agreed to take the job of teaching English in Vietnam, I thought that I was going to have a lot of trouble understanding your English, but I was very surprised that your English is very good. So I'm going to congratulate you, and I'm going to congratulate your teachers. Obviously, you're all doing wonderful work, and I understand you just fine. So I'm going to say, good job, everybody. Way to go. I was very pleasantly surprised. I know that, you know, when yeah, I know that all of you work hard to pronounce English correctly, and that is, you know, English is not an easy language to learn, especially pronunciation. Um, and there's a reason for that. English is a mixture of German and French and Latin and other languages as well. And I plan to have a workshop on the history of English so that you can see why English got to be so complicated. But what I always tell my students is, yes, English is difficult, but it is also very powerful. Like, I think it was Jenny who said that English is a very important language, and English is a very important language in the world. And people use it almost everywhere. There are some places you can go where people don't use English, but
Yeah.
in most big cities, you can find people who speak English. Um, anyway, do any of you want to come to the United States to improve your English? Do you plan to come to the United States?
It's my dream.
Good. Okay.
but but the finance is
Yeah.
not.
If you can get the time and the money together, that's the hard part. Time
It's
and money.
hard.
I know. I know. Um, you know, I have twin sons, two sons, and my dream was to travel Europe with them. So when they were 16 years old, I took them and we flew to Paris. And then from Paris, we stayed in Paris a few days. Then we went to Amsterdam in Holland. And then we got on a train and we went to Germany, where I studied. And we saw the people I lived with. I introduced my sons to the Germans who helped me learn German. We spent about a week in Munich, and then we went south into Switzerland, and we hiked in the mountains in the Alps in Switzerland. So that was a dream of mine that I fulfilled. So maybe one day you will come to the United States and travel around the United States.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope you come to Atlanta. There's a big Vietnamese population in Atlanta, so I meet Vietnamese people often, and I'm lucky because there are several Vietnamese restaurants very close to me. So within about 5 miles of me, there are at least 5 Vietnamese restaurants. So I can go and get some pho.
Uh, I recommend that you eat bún bò Huế. You know bún bò Huế?
No.
It's like Huế noodles. My
Oh,
my
okay.
my the special foods in my hometown.
Okay. Can you put it in chat in English? Because I don't read Vietnamese.
Of course.
So we also call beef noodle soup. That is really famous in my hometown, Hue City.
Okay, what kind of soup?
Beef noodle soup.
Oh, beef noodle soup. So is it pho?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Um, there, my favorite restaurant, my favorite Vietnamese restaurant. I don't have the characters to do Vietnamese, but this restaurant is near me, and I go there a lot. It's called Pho Bac.
Actually, first either the special foods
Uh-huh.
more popular in the south, the north of Vietnamese.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. There's even a restaurant with this name. That's the name of the restaurant is I Love Pho.
The name show the Vietnamese foods.
Yeah. And it's very popular with Americans. If you go into a Vietnamese restaurant here, you'll see a lot of Vietnamese people, but you'll also see a lot of people who look like me. So it's very popular. It's
So I guess
delicious.
it's your favorite food, right? Your
One
favorite Vietnamese food.
It's my favorite Vietnamese food, yes. um,
Welcome to the Vietnamese traditional and also modern food is very popular and also variety.
yeah. Of course, now all of the restaurants are having trouble because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
But
I hope the pandemic is gone.
yeah, I hope we get over it. I got 2 vaccines, so I feel better about that now. Okay. All right, everybody. It is 10 o'clock. Thank you. It's an honor and a pleasure working with you. I want to congratulate you on doing a great job of speaking English. And for those of you who spoke, I'm proud of you for trying and work hard, get those internet connections and microphones working. Okay, everybody. Well, good night. I know you're all going to go get some sleep now. So good night to you.
All right,
Bye.
thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Jack.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Jack.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hope you have a nice day.
Okay, thank you. You too. Goodbye,
Goodbye,
everybody.
teacher. Goodbye,
Bye.
teacher.
Bye, everybody.
Libby.
Let yes,
Let's go have some.
Okay.